Hello. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out Home practice routine. I hope you are working one-on-one with a Speak Out provider that is a speech language pathologist who has been trained in our program. You can go to our website to find a provider. If you have any trouble at all, about a week ago we were transitioning to a new website. At the same time we were transitioning to a new phone system. Probably not a good idea. And so I know some things fell through the cracks. Not terrible, but if you have any trouble, you can always send an email to intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org. It should not be that difficult to find a provider. Also, before we get started, after this session, it is sing-along day. We have our weekly Parkinson sing-along every Thursday right after the online session, or we do post a recording of the session afterward. Today's topic, how appropriate since it is sing-along day. Opera. Everybody say opera with intent. Ready? Opera. Again. Opera. Good. And let's smile with intent. Give me your best smile just for a second or two. Ready? I know it's strange to have to practice smiling, but that's just the way it is with Parkinson's. Go ahead and take your sip of water, and if you have not signed into the chat yet, please go ahead and do that. In fact, every day when you practice live, or get on our website a couple minutes early. Go ahead, sign into the chat. Just tell us your name and where you're from. No password necessary. And we're not collecting your information in the chat. It disappears around 11 p.m. Central Time, and then it resets for the next day. So it's just there for y'all to get to know one another, to motivate each other. Okay? Let's start with the first speak out exercise, the warm-up. Lift your voice and speak out. May, me, my, mo, moo. Really get ready. May, me, my, mo, moo. We're thinking of a light switch. You need to flip the switch to turn your voice on. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Okay, let's take a sip of water. You have to turn your intentional motor system on, okay? It's not going to happen automatically. You're just going to do it. I want you to talk all day as if you're in a job interview or you're conducting this session. Think of a situation where you really had to be at your very best. That's how you want to talk from now on with Parkinson's. Let's move on to speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide and project that ah up and over your computer or your television. Ready? Ah. Good. Make that ah hit the wall in front of you or fly out the window. Ready? Good. Let's do it again. I know it's not easy, but you can do it. With intent, we can do anything. Let's do a shorter one. Good. One more. Very nice. Let's take a sip of water. Grab that cup with intent. And as you bring it to your mouth, think about it and tell yourself, I'm going to swallow with intent. We're moving on to the glides. Project out a steady ah and then slowly glide up. Ready? Ah. Ah. When you're gliding, keep the mouth open, but when you get to the top and you stop, close the mouth. Ready? Start from the beginning. Ah. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Good. Let's do one more with intent. Ready? Good. Go ahead and take a sip of water. Tomorrow, for this session, you are going to get to meet another speech language pathologist who works at Parkinson Voice Project in our Richardson Clinic. Her name is Sarah. She will conduct your session and you are going to love her. Someone yesterday described her as having an infectious smile, and her eyes even twinkle as she talks to you. She's a lovely person, and you're going to really enjoy the session that she has prepared. So join us tomorrow on Friday so that you can meet Sarah. Okay. We're moving on to the counting. Lift every number, project it forward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Let's go backward. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you flipping the switch? Are you using intent? Let's go backward again and be even more deliberate. Ready? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's how it's done. Let's take a sip of water. We're going to move on to the reading. Again, today is sing-along. Please try it out. Singing can help you with your speech and swallowing. It improves breath support for speech. It exercises the muscles controlled for the expression of your voice so that it's more colorful. It's very important. But our topic today is opera. Everybody say opera with intent. Ready? Opera with intent. Spell the word opera. Ready? O-P-E-R-A. Spelling words is a great way to practice using intent and increasing your breath support for speech. Let's spell opera again with intent. Connect the letters. Ready? O-P-E-R-A. If you wanted to challenge your breath support, you could spell it 2 times. Let's spell it twice, one right after the other. Ready? O-P-E-R-A. O-P-E-R-A. That is not easy. And you don't need to do it all in one breath. You don't think about your breath, you just speak out. Let's read these sentences with intent. Make sure the highlighted words are exaggerated. They're noticeably different from the other words in the sentence. They sound noticeably different. Ready? October 25th is World Opera Day. Again, October 25th is World Opera Day. Be more deliberate on the highlighted words. Ready? One famous opera singer is Placido Domingo. Again, one famous opera singer is Placido Domingo. I don't think I'm saying his name in the best way. Next one, ready? Marian Anderson was an American contralto. With more intent. Marian Anderson was an American contralto. Ready? And Andrea Bocelli is an Italian tenor. Ready? Andrea Bocelli is an Italian tenor. Take a sip of water and in the chat, tell me, do you enjoy opera? You could even tell us about an opera you recently attended. We're going to move on to our conversation exercise. So this is a lot harder. We have to flip the switch. Every time before you say anything, you're going to get ready and you're going to project out your best voice. So I want you to name some famous opera houses or symphony halls. Say each one with intent. Go ahead. Okay, so I want you to read this first one with me, and then I'm going to show you the picture. Let's read it together. Margot and Bill Winspear Opera House in Dallas. Here's a photograph. Wow. So let's do something that might be a little bit tricky. I want you just to use one adjective to describe this opera house. Go ahead, with intent. All right. Now, let's say this together. Sydney Opera House. Be deliberate. Every word with intent. Ready? Sydney Opera House. Now, give me one adjective to describe the Sydney Opera house. Say it with intent. Did you flip the switch? Did you use your best voice? You have another shot. Let's read this together. Metropolitan Opera House in New York. Read it again, every word with intent. Flip the switch, ready? Metropolitan Opera House in New York. Here is a photograph of part of it. Give me one adjective to describe it. And one more. Say this with intent. Royal Opera House in London. Try it again. Use your best voice. Ready? Royal Opera House in London. When you're doing this, you don't want your speech to be choppy. So I don't want Royal Opera House. But as you're reading it, you're thinking about throwing every word forward. So it's Royal Opera House in London. Say it with me like that. Royal Opera House in London. And we're speaking out. We're reaching for the end. One more time. Royal Opera House in London. Very good. And give me one adjective to describe the Royal Opera House in London. Let's go ahead and do Dr. Boone's words, and then we will end with the bonus reading, and you'll be all warmed up for the Parkinson sing-along. Ready? Gula ganga ga. Again. Gula ganga ga. And the next one. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Take a sip of water with intent. I want you to think about intent all day long. You can do it. Whenever you catch yourself walking or riding or picking up something without intent, I want you to stop, reset, and tell yourself, I've got to use intent, and then do it again. It works, believe me. All right, bonus reading. Let's read this with intent. Ready? The Sydney Opera House is Sydney's best-known landmark. It is a multi-purpose performing arts facility whose largest venue, the 2,679-seat concert hall, is host to symphony concerts, choir performances, and popular music shows. That is not easy to read, Lisa. You gave us a challenging one, but you can download the reading material and take what you learned and really work. I mean, if you can read this passage with intent, it will help you so much in conversation. Let's read it one more time. The Sydney Opera House is Sydney's best-known landmark. It is a multi-purpose performing arts facility whose largest venue, the 2,679-seat concert hall, is host to symphony concerts, choir performances, and popular music shows. All right, it's time to click on the Zoom link, either from the chat or from the home page of Parkinson Voice Project's website. Just look at where it says Parkinson Sing Along. If you're not practicing with us live and you hear this session later in the day, there you can still go to the sing along page and there will be a recording that you can sing along with. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that as you are learning to speak and swallow with intent, that you are learning to do everything with intent. We're learning to live with intent. All right, Sarah will be with you tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. All right, thank you.